Welcome back. This is video number 8, which is the last installment in the Holiday Cables Throw Crochet Along. I'm Bonnie Barker, and with BonnieBayCrochet.com, I want to show you what I got. Okay, I have finished my Afghan. I'll show you the stitches all the way across. Hopefully yours looks similar. Okay, and more importantly, we're going to finish the trim across the bottom. I still haven't blocked that yet, but I can do that if I want to make it lay a little bit flatter. So don't want you to worry about that. Also, just want to remind you that when you complete this section, you need to go back and do the same thing on the other end of the Afghan so that they match. Okay. One more thing before we get into the rest of the stitches. If you enjoyed this crochet along, great. If not, please let me know what I can do to improve. I'd like to hear from you. I want to try to get better. I'm learning all the time. But if you did like the stitches and some of the things that we did, please visit my Ravelry.com. That's Ravelry.com site. And if you plug in Bonnie Bay, that's my name on there, or you could just look up Bonnie Barker under the designers, and it'll take you to the page where I have other patterns that you might be interested in. Not everything is as complicated as this Afghan, but I hope by going through this Afghan, you'll see that even the stitches that look really scary, at first, really aren't that bad. And in fact, if you know just the basics, single crochet, double crochet, chain, slip stitch, treble, if you can do those stitches, then you can accomplish anything that I will publish. I like to stick with patterns that use the traditional crochet hook and not much else fancier than that. Love my hooks, and I want to keep using them. I'm developing patterns all the time, so please check back with my YouTube channel. I am going to be having more crochet alongs in the near future. And if you want to know what's happening on a day-to-day basis, please join my Bonnie Babe Crochet Facebook page. I would love to hear from you. I try to respond as quickly as possible to that. And if you ever need to contact me directly, it's bonniebay@me.com. That's a direct email contact to me, and I can, I try to respond as much as possible. I just ask for grace during the holidays and other times, but I just want to hear from you, and would love to help you out if you need a hand. Okay, well, may God bless you, and you have a wonderful holiday, Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. I just pray that it is really blessed and meaningful for you and your family. All right, let's finish this thing. Bye-bye. Okay, here we go. Row number 4. We're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And it says to double crochet in the first 2 double crochets. Okay, so that would be 1, 2, and then 2 double crochets in the next double crochet. So we're going to work 2, 1, pull up some more yarn here, and 2. Let me show you what we have there. Okay, so you have 2, 1, 1, and then 2. Okay, now we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and we're going to single crochet in the next chain 5 space. Okay, do a single crochet there. We're going to chain 2 double crochets in the next double crochet, 1 double crochet in the middle double crochet, and then 2 double crochets in the next. Okay, so that's what we have so far. And we're going to chain 2, single crochet in the chain 5 space, chain 2, and we're just going to repeat that. 2 double crochets in the first, and then 1 double crochet in the middle, and then 2 double crochets in the next. Okay, let me just pull back and stop and show you what we're doing here. Okay, and you will have the back side facing for this section. Okay, so go ahead and work that across the row, and I'll show you how to end this row. Okay, we're going to repeat this all the way across, and I'm going to show you the last one we work. We work 2 double crochets in the first double crochet, and then 1 in the next. And since this chain 3 does count as a double crochet, we're going to work 2. Carefully do this. Oh, I didn't go through all the strands. Let me try that again. I'm going to work 2 double crochets in the top of the turning chain. Let me show you how this looks. Okay. Okay, now for the last row, row 5, we're going to chain 5. We've already turned, so we're going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and if you need the written directions on how to do the 3 treble cluster, they are on the first page of the instructions. Okay, and this is how we do that. We wrap the hook twice. We're going to stick it in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We're going to hold on to this, and we're going to do that again. Wrap the hook twice, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, 1 to go. Yarn over twice, stick it in the same hole, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we're going to yarn over one last time and pull through all 4 loops on the hook, and that completes the treble cluster. Okay, let's read further into the directions here. Now we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, slip stitch in top of cluster. Okay, so we're going to come way over here, right at the top, and we're going to slip stitch so we make a little picot on top of this cluster, like so. All right. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to skip the next 2 double crochets. We're going to single crochet. Let me see. Hold on a second. Skip next. Okay, single crochet in next chain 2 space. Okay, which would be right here. Okay. And then we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to slip stitch in the 4th chain from hook. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to slip stitch there. That's making another picot there. And then we're going to single crochet in the next chain 2 space right there. And then we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And skip next 2 double crochets. See, we're doing it all over again. So now we're going to do in the 3rd double crochet, we're going to do that treble cluster. Wrap it twice, put it in the hole again, pull up a loop, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 2, and we're going to do that a 3rd time. Okay, now we have 4 loops, yarn over, pull through all 4. Now we're going to do that picot again. All right, we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then slip stitch. See how I come right at the top of the cluster? I'm going to do a slip stitch right there. Okay, then we're going to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to skip these 2 double crochets and we're going to single crochet right there. Then we're going to chain 4. We're going to slip stitch in the 1st chain like so, and then single crochet in the other chain 2 space. So I'm going to go ahead and, do you see where this is headed? This one is take a stand back and look approach. Okay, now we're going to do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull up some yarn. Skip 2. Wrap it twice and stick it in the third double crochet. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. Let's do that again and again. Yarn over, pull through all 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're gonna slip stitch at the top of that cluster. And now we're gonna chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single crochet down here. Now we're gonna make our picot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slip stitch in the first chain, and then single crochet in the next chain 2 space, and we're going to repeat that all the way across, and that will be our last row. Once I finish this, I'll get back to you. Okay, the last repeat, I'm going to go ahead and show you the last repeat, the last cluster. We're going to make skip 2. I'm going to put this in the middle, DC, just like in the previous. Let me get some more yarn. Okay, yarn over, pull through all 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slip stitch in the top of the cluster, chain 5. And now this is where we're going to end this. We're going to put a slip stitch in the top. You can see it right here, the top of the chain 3, which also serves as our last double crochet. And we're gonna work a slip stitch here, and then I'm gonna finish off. Okay, I'll go ahead and cut this. Oops. Okay. Okay, you can hear it, but you can't see it. All right, so what we've done here, we did our slip stitch. I cut the thread. I'm going to pull it on through. Okay, so that finishes one end of the border. Now all I need to do is turn the afghan, or throw, whatever, to the other side and do the exact same stitches on the other side, and then this afghan will be absolutely completed. The other thing we need to do is we need to hide some of these loose threads, and I'll be right back to show you how to do that. Okay, I'm going to start with one of the trickier threads to be hidden in this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you. I'd love to have these yarn hooks on hand. Now for smaller, finer work, even upholstery needles, which are thinner than this, are lovely and they don't stretch out your stitches. So let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to just try to weave this thread on the back side. Notice this is the back side facing. I'm going to try to bring it down here so that it's hidden. Get that knot in particular. Okay, that knot is now hidden. And I'm going to put this, I'm going to run it underneath the double crochets here. And that should be sufficient to hide these ugly strands. Okay, give it a little tug. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to clip it close and then give it another tug. Be very careful that you don't clip your stitches when you do that. Okay, there. So that is sufficiently hidden. Let's look for another knot, okay, just to show you a couple of times what this may look like. There's no rhyme or reason as long as you hide them and make sure you hide enough of the thread. Don't just, hide it like a half an inch worth. I like to hide, a pretty liberal general amount of this. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to run it underneath the stitches running this direction. And I'm going to come up and go underneath them here. Okay, that's plenty here. Well, let me make sure I get it underneath. If you can see what I'm doing there. Give it a nice tug. Okay. And then clip it very carefully. Try to use sharp scissors if you can. These dull things that just gnaw at the yarn are no good. And let me show you another one. Let's see. We should be able to find a knot somewhere here. Okay, let's try this one. I'm going to double this. Put both threads in the eye of the needle. Okay, and just to reiterate, we're doing this on the back side of the stitches. Okay. If you ever have any ambition to, put your throw into your local county or state fair, I encourage you to do so. And what we're doing right now, the finishing touches, hiding these loose threads, is actually one of the most important things you can do. Assuming that you've crocheted your stitches neatly and everything. Because if they come down to just a couple projects that are, vying for the blue ribbon or even the coveted purple, purple rosette, which usually they give for champion awards, if they find a little string or two hanging on your project, you're toast. I mean, the prize will go to somebody else. Oftentimes, the fine craft comes down to just, which one has a string hanging on it, and that will determine the winner. So this is a real important thing to do here. Make sure that you finish that. Okay, well, we are completed with this project. I've really enjoyed our time together. I hope you did too. Hope you learned some new things. I feel like I've made a whole lot of new friends. Just love hearing from you. If you ever want to contact me, feel free to email me again at bonniebay@me.com, or you can get me through my website. I'm always on Facebook. Well, not always, but I am on there regularly. So if you want to contact me, I'm available there as well. Give me 24 hours to contact you back. I do have normal life here, but anyway, love hearing from you all. You all are great. May God bless, and you have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas and New Year. Bye-bye.